Hey, everybody. Welcome to tonight's business opportunity call. My name is Brooke Knitz. I am a Sapphire Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide, and we are so excited that you're here. So tonight is going to be a little bit different. We're going to talk a little bit about how Plexus has blessed our lives and a lot about how the Plexus business has blessed our lives, because for all of us, it's products and business and both in some way, shape, or form. So I, again, am Brooke Knitz. I am a family nurse practitioner and the mom of 4 boys from Central Kansas. I've been with Plexus for about 3.5 years, which is crazy because that has flown by in a heartbeat. I honestly started Plexus because of the products. I wanted to feel better, and I didn't realize that my whole world was going to be turned upside down. I had no idea what I was in for, and so obviously 3.5 years later, here we are, which still blows me away. I joined for wholesale prices because I'm the cheapest person I know. I wanted the best price, right? That makes a lot of sense. And I remember my friend Erin Kane, who you're going to hear from in a little bit, posting a picture of the back of her vehicle with groceries in it and saying, "Thanks, Plexus," that Plexus had bought these groceries. And I thought, she only feeds 2 boys. I feed 4 boys. Like, I want free groceries. And that is what intrigued me about the Plexus business initially, which is kind of funny and humorous to think back on, but that's really the truth. So after the time when I started to share about Plexus, I have never, ever paid for my products. Never 1 month have I ever paid for products out of pocket when I began to share these amazing products and an opportunity with other people. But tonight you're here because of the business, right? And we are here because this business works, and the business works because the products work. Okay, guys, the products work because they are life-changing and there's evidence behind them, and everybody has a microbiome and a gut, and it's just no nonsense. Okay. So we're going to talk a little bit about the business. So how do we get paid? We probably want to know that, right? That might be why you're here. Maybe you're here because you love people. You love helping people. Maybe you're here because you like to make a lot of money. Like, maybe you want to make a little bit of money. I don't care. It doesn't make you sound greedy. Everybody needs money. Last time I checked, you need money to like keep the lights on. And I don't know, you're probably on a phone right now. So to pay for your cell phone, and your kids need lunch money. We all need money. So as much as we'd say it's not important, it's very, very important. And sometimes we're uncomfortable discussing it, but we need to. Maybe you want some more information. Maybe you've heard how fun we are and we get to go on fun trips and maybe drive some sweet cars that aren't minivans. Woo, praise God for that. Or you go to Hawaii, or maybe on a shopping spree. Like, it's fun stuff. So maybe it's that. Maybe you've heard about the incredible friendship and community that comes with Plexus. Maybe that's why you're here. So really briefly, before we get into our other speakers, I'm going to tell you, we get paid 11 different ways. 11 different ways Plexus pays us. Unbelievable. We also get paid 5 times a month, y'all, 5 times. So we get a weekly paycheck and 1 big monthly paycheck. So my husband's a teacher. Love him. Don't love his paycheck, but we love his schedule. He gets paid 1 time a month. That 1 time a month, like, we were always out of money before the next paycheck came in. That was hard. When I was working in a clinic as a nurse practitioner, depending which job I worked at, I got paid 1 or 2 times a month. That was hard. 5 times a month, it's crazy. So that's pretty cool. Let's see, what else was I going to visit about with you guys before that? Right from the get-go, Plexus has an amazing balance of customers and ambassadors. And right from the get-go, you get paid if you build a team or you add anybody like that to your team, which is really cool. So I always think about, who do you know that needs help with energy, blood sugar balancing, sleep, skin issues, anxiety, you name it, any host of issues. Mom, dad, cousin, brother, sister, whoever that is. All you have to do is have 3 people join you. 3 people join you in this Plexus opportunity, and you make $175 this month, which would easily pay for your next month's products, which is incredible. So I want you to listen in to all these guest speakers tonight, and I want to see if any of this might seem like it's a fit for you, because it's something that was an incredible opportunity for all of us, and we didn't know it was a fit for us until we got started. So without any further ado, I'm going to pass along to my friend Jane, a fellow nurse. And Jane Jones is a gold ambassador, and she's going to take it from here. So I'll mute myself. Take it away, Jane.
Hey, y'all. I just played in a soccer game and showered really fast, so I'm kind of a mess. But anyway, so I started Plexus because I had just had my 4th baby, and they were all under 6 years old. And basically, I nursed children or was pregnant for like 8 years, and I felt like crap. And I don't know, 14 months after my fourth one was born, I was diagnosed with delayed postpartum depression. And trying Plexus was basically a last ditch effort before I went on some psych meds. So, I mean, people tell me I'm crazy all the time, but I really was. And anyway, so it worked. Plexus works. And I'm actually off all my prescription meds now. And I'm feeling better than I have in a really long time. And people tell me I look better than I have in a really long time too. So it all is like perfect. But anyway, so the business side for me, what is a surprise, because I didn't tell a soul I was even going to try Plexus for the first couple months. My mom didn't even know, and I talked to her like every day. So my husband knew because the money was coming out of the account, and that's it. And Brooke knew. So after it started working and I was feeling better, I was like, man, I feel like a crappy friend if I don't tell my people about this. It's like, if you go to a good restaurant and you want to tell your friends, like, hey, go try it. So that's kind of how I started. And I just told a few people because I wanted to get my products paid for and just tell the few people that were like in my village. And then I won this contest, and I kind of met the company, met the bigwigs of the company, and kind of figured out what the morals and the mission of the company is and are. And I don't know, I just kind of decided that I wanted to be surrounded with these kind of people. So it wasn't that I wanted groceries. It wasn't that I wanted the 5 paychecks a month. It was that I wanted to be surrounded with people that are happy and healthy and energetic and like my cheerleaders. And then I wanted to go on vacation with those people. So I'm like awesome on I'm totally motivated by contests and prizes and stuff like that. So there's always some kind of contest. There's always some kind of prize that either Plexus is offering or my team is offering or whatever. So I'm always working towards those just because I want to say I'm going on a cruise in like a month. And, I won this planner, and I'm getting this cool t-shirt that Megan is sending me in the mail this week or whatever. And, just little stuff like that where, not little stuff, but some of it's really big stuff, but a lot of it is just little stuff where it's just like, good job. And I love it. So, the money on the side too, who doesn't want more money? It's just a benefit. So I get to spend more money when I go on these cool vacations that I earn. So anyway, the business side for me is really just fun because I'm doing something to help people, to tell people about what's helped me, and in the hopes that it'll help them, and that it might bless them in a completely different way. Like they might not want to go on vacation. They might just rather take the money and pay stuff off, or do whatever, get those groceries. But I don't know who it could help. So anyway, I'm sharing because I love my people and I want them to feel better and come on vacation with me. So I think that's it. Anything else, Brooke? What do you think? All right. Then I am passing to Erin, I think. She is one of our Sapphire uplines. And I got to hang out with her for the first time at convention. But we became pretty good friends over just Facebook to begin with. So I got to run up and give her a big fat chest bump the first time I met her in person. So anyway, here's Erin.
Hey guys, thanks Jane. So I am Erin Kane, like she said, And I started this business about a little more than 3.5 years ago. Needless to say, I put it off for a really long time because I thought I couldn't afford it. We had about $50 a week for groceries at that point, and that was our only flexible budget. So in my mind, there wasn't any, okay, these products work. I trust my friend, really needing a ton. I joined, I see her post about being able to buy tires for their car and new running shoes. And I was like, man, if she can do that, I can have a little bit more breathing room for my groceries and get my products covered. So that doesn't come out of any of our budget because we're big on budget. Big time budget people. And so that was just, another big plus. So it really kind of went from, okay, these products sharing with the people closest to me. I got those 3 people to join me, enough money to not only buy my purse, but I was able to buy groceries, and I was able to put money aside for a possible vacation, which was pretty much not a possibility, not even in our realm of possibility before Plexus. So we're we have some extra income, maybe we can set this aside, which is kind of funny thinking about that now. And Plexus is sending us to Hawaii next week. 3 of us here on this call are all going to Hawaii in 6 days, girls? 5 days? They're sending us there. That's crazy. And I was 3.5 years ago pumped because I had some extra money to set aside for a vacation for my family. So fast forward a little bit, and we have been able to not only be free from seasonal allergies and horrible hormone issues and acne and anxiety and all kinds of other stuff, but we had bought a country property, and they're not super cheap, and that is 100% paid off. Student loans 100% paid off. My husband quit his job, and we are fully funding his brand new business, as well as taking care of all other expenses on Plexus alone. The Lord chose in some mind-blowing ways to bless us with this business, and it truly is the simplest thing in the world. You have friends that you love, you have family that you love, you have something that you love that you just want to share with them. That's what it all boils down to. And that is what just natural human things. We love our people. We want to share with our people. And that's really what it all comes down to. So I also am not the biggest social butterfly on the planet. That's probably a huge understatement, and that's why they're laughing at me right now. But I didn't have just a massive amount of friends. I had a few very close friends that I trusted and I loved. And even someone like me who lives out in the middle of nowhere, Kansas, with very few friends, can do this business. That is how simple it is. They give us all the tools that we need, and the business works. And I've been in my mouth here for long enough. My beautiful, spunky friend, Tina Walters, who is an amazing senior gold ambassador, for things to tell us. So thanks for.
Hey guys, can you hear me? All right, my name is Tina Waltersdorf. I'm a senior gold ambassador. That still sounds weird to say that, but it's pretty cool. My journey started 3 years ago. For 3 years, I constantly prayed for a business opportunity. I was really hoping and praying that God would just drop a business in my lap that would be amazing. I missed my dance studio. I owned my own business, so I was my own boss, entrepreneur. That's just like something I've always wanted to do. I owned my dance studio for 12 years, and it was really a hard decision when we decided to close that business because it was my life, it was my passion. I felt like it was my purpose working with those children and having an impact on their lives. And it's like who I was. It was like seriously my identity. And it's just, that was gone. But it was the best decision I ever made too, because we were bringing our daughter home from South Korea. And so, so I knew I needed to be home with her. I knew that I couldn't be working at night, and I taught 18 classes a week. It was just super, super hard. And I did that with our other 2 kids, and I couldn't do that anymore. So stayed home with Gracie and loved that time, but still felt like something, I still was praying for during that time, like for about 3 years, for a business. I wanted to do something from home and things like that. So I knew that. And so, but when Grace started school, I took a job as a school librarian. I thought this will fill my time. This will keep me busy, blah, 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 while she's in school. Kind of same time during that time, my health was just sort of declining and going downhill. And I won't go into a bunch of stuff, but IBS issues, pain in my back, low energy, like not functioning very well, mom take a nap type of thing, yet not sleeping at night, just a whole cycle of things. Kind of the kicker was when I started having actual heart issues. That was a huge thing and big eye-awakening experience, having heart issues and heart tests being done. Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna cry, but that was just a kicker for me. It was crazy because I felt like I was battling this battle of eating super healthy. I was into fitness and competing and doing all the things I thought were good for my health, but yet my health was declining and no doctors had any answers as to why. So basically I began Plexus in desperation. It was like another thing I'm gonna try, but the big but is this looked different. It looked totally different than anything else I'd taken. And when I was reading on it and hearing testimonies, it was dealing with the root causes of things. And I felt like this was an answer to prayer because I was praying also for answers for my health, something to help my health. So in that excitement of what I was reading and the testimonies I was hearing, I just shared my excitement like right away. And my family and friends started Plexus. And I honestly just felt like I had hope again. I didn't really know what I was doing business-wise yet, but I knew I was excited about the company and super excited about the products and the possibilities of like changing my health, changing everyone that I knew that had health issues, the possibility of it changing them too. So I ranked silver, I think in like 32 days, something like that, really without trying. I was just like sharing. And all of a sudden I started getting paid. I didn't know why I was getting paid or like how that was happening. And so I think my first check was over $500. I was getting that 25% commission. I've always gotten that from the get-go. And then my husband and I decided we should probably look at the compensation plan and see like how you're getting money deposited into your account. This is such a blessing. Our products are paid for. It gave us extra money to do some extra stuff. And it was awesome. It was such a gift. And, I earned 2 leaders retreats. I've been in Plexus for 17 months. I've earned 2 leaders retreats. And the first one I went to was in Florida. We had extra money through Plexus to take our daughter Grace with us, go 4 days just lounging on the beach, relaxing, which we just needed. You just need that rejuvenation, and just relax and have fun. We took her to Disney and did all that fun stuff. And you guys, like Terry and I have been married almost 25 years. We never took vacations. There was always bills. There were always other things that we could spend our money on. There wasn't that, this is giving us financial freedoms that we can do stuff. It's not all about money. Like you don't need money to be happy. But honestly, like to not have debt and to get debt paid off and to have extra money to take your family to go do those fun things, it's like it's just amazing. It's a blessing. So it's blessed us a lot in that way. And so, you know, we look forward to more trips, hopefully Hawaii someday. I love the contest. That gives me a lot of drive and motivation to work hard for those things. And Plexus gives a lot of cool prizes. I don't know, like I'm a little bit like Jane, like the towel thing, that when I got that in the mail, like the towel, you know, the beach thing, that is hanging in my workout room. I just love it, stuff like that. So, and now, sorry, I'm looking at my notes. I don't want to forget something. As a senior gold ambassador, I've also quit the library job. So I've resigned that in August, let go of that. Really felt like God was telling me to trust in him and let go of that job and just focus on the Plexus, focus on my team and customers. And I really feel like just balancing God, family, and career, I can do that now. Before, it was just like kind of chaotic trying to balance everything. I feel like I have a purpose in life again, like I did when I had my dance studio. I feel like it's different, but it's helping people get healthy and it's helping people get financial freedom like many of us are experiencing, and that's huge. I feel like the sense of belonging within the team that was honestly missing in my life before Plexus. I am growing myself like tremendously, and every day, every book study, everything that you guys make me dive into, like makes me look at myself. And some days it's like, God, this is scary. but then you just look at it and you work on it and you become a better person and you grow. So I've grown a lot, thankfully, and I will continue to grow because we all need to always be better in ourselves. And also on a side note, my health is better. My heart tests have come back looking normal, and my doctor asked what I was doing. I showed her everything I was taking. She said, keep on doing that. So I've had so much improvement in my health and things like that too, that's been such a blessing. So just the financial freedom, the health, and you know what? That prayer that I prayed for 3 years has been answered. Like, this is it. This is my purpose. So anyway, thank you. Now I get to introduce Wesley Bishop. She's our newest Emerald Ambassador going on her first trip to Hawaii. I'm so jealous. But Wesley.
Yay! Yeah, I can't believe it's like 6 days away. It's so crazy. So as Tina said, my name is Wesley, and I am an Emerald Ambassador. I can't get used to saying that. And you know, when I started Plexus, it was really sorry guys, he's supposed to be in bed, but he's not. I started Plexus for health reasons. I needed to get rid of some abdominal pain that I was having so that I could eat normally again. And so that I could get back to a healthy weight. I had lost a lot of weight, and I just needed something to help me. I was desperate. I was feeling hopeless, and I just needed something to help with that. I also needed help with migraines and, you know, with being tired all the time. And so this kind of was something that I put my skepticism aside and decided to try, and it helped so much. When I started to feel better, I started to be convicted that I probably should tell some other people about this, that I should probably try to help other people feel better. I've always, like, my whole being just loves to help people. And so when I realized that I could help people through this business, it was a no-brainer for me that I needed to start telling people about it. I didn't really think that the business would, change my world. I just thought maybe I'd help a few people, maybe have a little bit of extra money to, just fun money to spend on whatever. I, as a pharmacist, buddy, you're either going to have to go out or be quiet, please. As a pharmacist, I am the primary breadwinner in our family. And so I never really thought that being a stay-at-home mom was a possibility at all. And honestly, before Plexus, I felt so crappy all the time. I was so tired and miserable that I did not think that I had what it took to stay home with my kids. So it just never really even entered my mind. But when I started to feel better, I started to have this huge desire in my heart to be home with my babies. And I started to see that Plexus could be that answer for me. Plexus could be the avenue through which I could achieve that. And what Emerald means is that I am now matching my pharmacist salary. And, you know, in the next, well, I have to finish out my contract at my current job. But in the near future, I will be able to stay home with my kids. And that time freedom is what it is all about for me. I went to school for 8 years, so went to college for 8 years, and then I did a residency for a year and worked my butt off to get my doctorate. And I also came out with a ton of student loan debt. So it took me a long time to get, you know, that degree so that I could do what I do now. And it also took a lot of money. So I am still in a lot of student loan debt. But the cool thing with Plexus is I paid $34.95 for my business, and I've been doing it for about 3 years now. And in 3 years' time, I have built a business that, because I have an amazing team and because I have a desire to help people, I've built this business that is now matching my pharmacist salary. And without all that student loan debt, without all of that went with becoming a pharmacist. So it's just so amazing to me what can be accomplished with this business. And I am just, you know, hitting the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more opportunity out there. So really that time freedom is what it is all about for me. The community, as some of the other girls talked about, is amazing. And I found some really, really real friendships that I didn't have a whole lot of before Plexus. I had a lot of friends, but the true friends who will cheer for you when you're doing something, you know, that makes you happy, or something, or when you're shooting for a big goal or whatever, those people that will cheer for you and want the best for you no matter what. I didn't have a lot of those people in my life, and I have a ton of them now. And so that's pretty priceless too. So that's really about all I've got. Next, you're going to hear from Liz. She's a lovely, lovely lady, and she's going to tell you all about her story.
Can you hear me? Yeah? Okay. Hello. First, I just want to start off by saying that it still completely blows me away that all of us are like such different walks of life. Like everybody's on such a different path, and it doesn't even matter. Like we're doing the same thing. We're all doing it at different times of the day and in different ways, and everybody is still building this incredible business that has completely changed my life. And when I started Plexus, I joined because of my best friend. I drilled her with questions, and I was sick and tired of taking a nap every day and feeling unmotivated and just miserable and awful. And I was a really super bitchy person, and I was over it. And so I joined. I mean, I wanted help, but let's be real, right? Nothing ever works. If it's too good to be true, it's too good to be true, right? No. This totally breaks that. But I joined because I wanted to be able to prove her wrong about this business and these products. And instead, I proved my own self wrong, which I totally needed. But you know what I didn't realize was going to come out of it, you know, aside, I don't ever take a nap anymore. I feel good all day. It doesn't matter how much I sleep at night. I don't get headaches anymore. I don't have any bowel issues anymore. I was an extremely high anxious person, high stress person. It doesn't even matter what happens in life anymore. I don't get anxious or stressed about anything. So opposite. It's just so crazy. But, you know, with the business side of things, I kind of started getting on calls like this and listening to people. And I basically just, you know, Amber had told me that if I got 3 friends or anybody to join me, that I could make an extra $100 on top of making money through, you know, those different ways, the 11 different ways that Brooke had mentioned. And who doesn't want an extra $100? Like, I don't care who you are. $100 is $100. Like, that's a big deal, whether it's going for groceries or paying your gas bill or your cell phone or, you know, anything. It doesn't matter. That's a lot of money. And so I just kind of reached out to my sister. Okay, you know, I've got influence over her and my mother-in-law because I knew financially she could afford it. And I just found some people and kind of said, hey, try this, it's changed my life. And for me, that's huge because a lot of people know the person that I was before and who I am now. And so they can see that it works. And it's just all about like being real and being you and doing it totally in your own time, in your own way, so you connect. There is no like cookie cutter process with any of this. You just reach out to your people and you connect with them like you would connect with them, and just talk about what it's done for you and how it could benefit them. And the crazy thing is none of us, like you've probably gathered, have quit our jobs to do this. I'm a nurse. The hours are crazy. They've always been crazy. The stress is crazy. But we all, like, I have sat on the toilet and worked my business. I have sat in the bathroom, not kidding, while Kyrie's in the bathtub and worked my business. I've done it while I was driving. I've done it while I was waiting on Hattie to get out of school or while she's sitting at sports. Like, you don't have to just devote hours and hours on in order to grow a business. You reach out to the people that you love and care about, and literally anytime anybody speaks, I'm like, you need Plexus, which is really hard when people come to the ER because I'm just like, oh my God, if you just order Plexus, like you'd be good. But I can't. But it just fits into your groups, into, the nooks and crannies of your day. And it doesn't even matter who you are. Like, you can do this. Like, every single one of us is so incredibly different. And we're all making this work, in our own time, in our own way. And, what it's done for me is it has paid for Christmas. And that has been a huge worry for me. My family is massively huge. Everybody does crazy things. Like, it's paid for Christmas. Travis and I took our kids to Disney World, which wasn't even on our bucket list at all. And I was a silver ambassador. Like, I was, the first rank up, and we took our kids to Disney. Like, I never even dreamed that would ever be possible. And I literally just did it because I asked my friends how they were feeling and family and said, you should try this. If it doesn't work, you've got 60 days. So who cares? And then they love it, and then they share with people, and that's all there is to it. It's the easiest thing ever. A huge thing for me is, not only with the business, but like some people have said already tonight, the community, the people, like all these people on here, I did not know any of them at all. Brooke added me as a friend on Facebook, and I was like, don't know her, nope, and didn't accept that. Like, and now I think she's one of the most amazing people people in the whole world, and so are all these other ladies on here. Everybody. I think I know everybody. And it's just amazing. Everybody's just amazing, and they're so supportive. So supportive. And I was definitely one of those people before that was like, oh, I don't like girls. No, now guys can just sayonara. All I want to do is hang out with girls because I'm like, we are so cool. And it's just, there are so many things that come with this business other than getting paid, which, like Jane said, it's important and we all need money and that's how we're living. And why not do it and work your way towards, time freedom like Wes is doing and the rest of us, and Brooke's already done and Tina's doing. And it's just amazing. Like, there really is no reason not, because we all talk, and it's no different than just, if you go to a coffee shop or a restaurant and share with your friends, like they don't get offended when you say, you should try there or whatever, and they don't want to, or, it's just, I don't know. I'm getting carried away because I just get so excited because it's just so amazing and it's so easy and everybody should do it. And I just have this whole different outlook on life that the world is just amazing and I love it. So you should give it a try. Okay.
She's right. You're right about all of those things. I'm not even sure how to follow that. So I'll share just a little bit more before we close for tonight. So I, like other people on this call, I started as a huge skeptic. Again, I'm a family nurse practitioner. We're not really taught to believe that kind of stuff. When these products rocked my world, totally rocked my world, which I said they were probably not going to work and they were not going to kill me, so it was worth a shot, was pretty much my conclusion before I started. That was it. That was my only expectation. I could prove Erin wrong, and then I could put myself on an anxiety drug, right? That was my other option. So they rocked my world, and I had to start looking at things. I didn't have to, but I chose to start looking at things outside the box. Doing some research on gut health, on the microbiome, like why did these things work? Like now I'm intrigued because I didn't do anything different but put these products in my body, and I feel like a whole other person that I haven't known maybe ever, which is kind of crazy. So then I'm a natural sharer, and like Wes said, and I've used this word a billion times, I felt very convicted because I felt like We had prayed for answers for lots of things, one being my son with anxiety. I'd prayed that I wouldn't be the monster that I was. And all of a sudden I had a tool. I had a tool in my hand that helped me feel better. And if I didn't share that, I was a bad human being, not only a bad friend, but a bad human, because someone out there that I don't know, like it's my job as a nurse practitioner to help people. I have to help them. And I don't care what means that is. And besides that, I'm a child of God and so are you, and you deserve to feel good. So it was my job to share. So I started sharing. So here I am as a Sapphire ambassador, nearing the top of the company. The top rank is Diamond. We have several ranks I'll talk about in just a minute, but it's, my husband's on my team. He gets to do that. Plexus lets us do that because, guys, we have a company and a comp plan that works. It's not a lottery ticket. You don't get to buy one thing and then you hit the top. That's not it. But we have an opportunity for a real business with real paychecks with an amazing income. So if you love to help people and you love to share and you love to make other people feel better, then this is probably the place for you. So Silver, we talked about earlier, is adding 3 people underneath you. Silvers make an average of $400 a month. What would you do with an extra $400 a month? How would that change your life? That's huge, you guys. That's huge. That's got to be a bill. That's definitely groceries. That's a lot of things. And our income disclosure shares all of this, but the very top rank in the company, I'm Sapphire, Aaron's Sapphire, Wesley's Emerald. Those are the 3 jewel ranks. The top rank in the company, Diamonds, are making an average of $420,000 a year. Okay, I catch myself every time I read that because can that even be right? Like that's more than a brain surgeon, and they're doing it from their phone, in their yoga pants, or from Chick-fil-A. If you're me, like, are you kidding me? Okay. And Plexus pays us when you have your first customer and your first ambassador right out of the gate, whether it's day 1 or day 100, you get paid. You don't have any, there's no gotcha. I gotcha. You have to do all these things first. You don't have to have reached a certain level to get paid. Plexus doesn't work that way. We are a straightforward company with a straightforward comp plan with wholesome executives who truly want network marketing. They say, and that's kind of their motto, we do network marketing the way it could be done, the way it should be done, but the way it rarely is done. Okay. So that's a big deal for us. And all of us that have been around and met them and been to corporate, we know exactly what that is. So if you want more information on that, on the comp plan, please get with the person who invited you to this. But I'll close with this. Why would I do this? So we were very comfortable. I'm a family nurse practitioner. We weren't rolling in our dollar bills and we had American debt, but we were very comfortable. So why would somebody like me do this? Well, I had anxiety. I had kids' needs that I couldn't meet. My kids would call from school with an upset stomach and I couldn't pick them up. I had not really ever dreamt Wes of being a stay-at-home mom because A, I didn't think I could handle it, and B, it was never going to be an option. My husband's a teacher. But all of a sudden, I realized I had this amazing opportunity in front of me. I had made money, a little bit of money, and all I did was share with people. I would be a fool if I didn't take advantage of it. And I was an anxious, fluffy, uptight, acne-ridden momster. I was a momster. I was chugging Diet Coke. I was craving sugar. I was a hot mess, guys. So the other thing that I would say is if you want to do this or you want to start this, you don't have to have a huge story. You don't have to lose 25 pounds. You don't have to have an autoimmune disease that Plexus cured, because someone out there needs a better night's sleep. Someone out there is drinking too much Diet Coke. Someone out there would like to have more patience with their kids. Someone out there would like to have a little bit of wiggle room in their grocery budget. That's it. Any of those things. So 1 year in, I matched my nurse practitioner salary, a year in, which is nuts. I continued to work that entire time as my side gig from my phone. And I continued to work well past the rank of Emerald. And now I'm a full-time stay-at-home mommy, which is amazing. We're working on becoming debt-free. But speaking of debt-free, Plexus is a debt-free company. We are backed by Morgan Stanley. We are a young enough company that we're not known by everybody, but we've been around long enough to have an amazing reputation in the business. This market is not oversaturated. I talk to people every single day that have never even heard of Plexus. And this is what I love the most, is our products are relevant to everybody. Everybody, whether you're a newborn or you are on your deathbed, and I'm not joking, they are relevant. You have a gut. We live in America. Our guts are damaged. They are relevant. We all need probiotics. We all need gut health. We have what America needs. We have what the world needs. We are in the right company. It's amazing. So the other thing that I would say is if you're considering doing this or you're just getting started is it sounds a little bit scary. everyone on this call of all these different ranks were all scared at one time. We were all scared someone would judge us, scared someone would think something funny of us, scared someone was, we were going to be embarrassed, scared, insert whatever. But none of those fears were ever going to get us out of debt. They weren't going to fix our stressed out, financially strained marriages. None of those were going to fix our health problems. So it's okay. We were all just like you. We are all still like you from time to time when we're working through it, because it's okay to be afraid. We do it together because we have an amazing team. We pick each other up. We have each other's back. It's awesome. So whether you're brand new to our team, whether you're checking Plexus out, this is the place to be, this community. We'd love it if you join our team. We have an amazing team full of lots of resources, lots of, educated people who are here to help you. And we literally are here to help you, to support you in your health and happiness goals. So that's it. Thanks for joining us tonight. We're so thankful that you're here.